Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're seeing this. I hope you're having a great day. I sure as hell know I am. I finally fucking finished up my goddamn mod list for Skyrim, and I'm so excited to bring this to y'all. This has fucking taken me forever. 42 hours to be specific. First off, I wanted a really badass background for us. In total, there's 13.5 gigabytes of mods. Some of which are, it basically overhauls the entire game. Unofficial Skyrim patch, that's kind of obvious. Like I said, some of these are going to be basic as fuck mods. Killer traps, obvious. Black soul gems have vendors. It just makes it more easier for long game, especially how I'm wanting to do it. Makes my hoarding and stuff easier. Overhaul, dungeon, convenience, versatility. Makes so many builds so much more goddamn fun. I'm going to be going basically with a battle mage for this. That's why I have battle mage level 1, light armor, conjuration, alteration, because those are the major skills I want to go into for this playthrough. NPCs make it look better, along with rune clutter, IFS. Old Skyrim menus are horrible. Lore-based modding, or lore-based loading screens for that reason just make things more interesting. Apocalypse, like I said, I want to be a spellcaster, so that's how I'm going. Odin, same thing. Ordinator patch, kind of obvious. Enhanced bound weapons, get more. Font, pretty obvious. Ordinator, I'm going to be doing a lot of like specking, so I want as many perks as possible. Pretty obvious, just kind of enhancing stuff. More places. Lockpicking is one of my favorite things to do in this game, so making it more difficult gives me reason to actually spec into lockpicking instead of using a master lock for 4 lockpicks. More creatures, more balanced crime, more difficult bosses, better looking stuff, more of the battle mage, increases just random wantings, I guess, for completing this out, because the game isn't finished if you don't have fishing in it. Look at 3 houses, it has fishing. Legend of Zelda. More armor. I feel like there's a little lore friendly just because of the fact of the shit the Dwemer does. I want things to be a little bit different. Same thing, Dwemer have their technology, just making things more difficult, increasing whatever, making things look better, making things look new. There's a war going on, why aren't there patrols? I literally eat a soul, so more dungeons, adds weapon, diversity, just kind of regular stuff. Speaking of which, if you want any of this, literally just slow down the video and look at what the actual mod is. More diverse capitals, more alcohol, because this is a Scandinavian game basically. War is going on. Realism, adds more stuff to the game, adds more to the hold, makes it more beautiful, makes the game deadlier, adds realism, just interesting, adds realism for a good number of these. Excluding this one, I just wanted something a little more difficult. All of these are kind of, if you quickly read it, you can kind of understand why. Vanilla classes are boring. More realism. I just like the additional carry weight. More realism. I'm actually going to delete this one because I was testing it out and there was way more than I was actually anticipating. Enchanting more flexible. My companion, one of them anyway, the main one I like actually in this game for modding. More realistic stuff. This is where the basic stuff comes in, because if you're playing Skyrim modded, you more than likely want these. A little bit more realistic, and sometimes hoarding can get annoying, so at least I'm turning things around with it. More perk points, deadlier, better graphics. I've seen the peacock, and since I have... How do I want to turn this? This peacock feather, I want one that's a summonable mount, especially since I'm going into Conjuration. More animals, deadlier game. I thought this armor looked cool as shit, so I decided to get it. Conjuration gives me a shield, balanced spells. I actually don't even need this because I'm not going to be in Helgen. Just more realistic stuff. Makes the game more random and makes it quote-unquote newer for me, adds new stuff. Conjuration, once again, one of my favorite spells of all time, deadlier game. Kind of goes in with the bounty wall, or bounty perks. Better capitals. Just more realistic stuff. You have guard helmets. Why the hell can't you see through them? How the hell can they see out? More diverse enemies, better, or more armors, more realistic sounds. More difficult lock picking. Helps me spec into the mage points I want to more. Just more realistic stuff. Why the hell can't people play games at the bar? Adds more to the game, more dungeons. I thought this was a pretty cool thing because being able to tame animals, kind of like Pokemon, adds more to the game, more diversity, more dungeons, more companions. More realistic stuff. Why doesn't he have like normal smithing stuff if he's one of the greatest smiths of all time? Better weapons, more not companions, more NPCs. Music overdone, make things look better. And then this is where that my stuff kind of came into. Now, since I've gone over the mod list, let's go ahead and get the first initial part of this game done, and save y'all a little bit of time so I can just hop into the action. Of course, going to create a background, select skills, and then magic skills, alteration, conjuration, stealth skills, light armor. And then that covers all the rest that I have stated, so I'm going to go into Speechcraft, because Speechcraft is actually interesting with Ordinator. One-handed. And then last one, I'm going to do, do I want Restoration or Destruction? Let's go Destruct that off. I'll take Candlelight, Bound Sword, Frostbite, since stamina matters more in this. It just works. Skyrim Unbound. This is what randomizes basically what my story is going to be and how I'm going to initially kind of quote-unquote do the role-playing aspect of this. Wherever I spawn into and story whenever I'm off camera. So let's go ahead and customize this. Loadout. Take armor, hooded because I'm a badass, and then since I took bound sword, I'm going to take random staff, starting spells, destruction, and alteration. random dragon spells, and do I want to start a hold or a city? Let's start in a town. Just random slide it. Oh, I have caps lock on. Joined a combination of Jonah, Joida, and Jonah. That's what it was.
Watch your tongue, native.
No, I'm not going to be doing survival mode.
We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
How rude of you. Check out the starting equipment. Conjuration Familiar, Dagger. Sweet, I already got light armor. And then Oaken Flat. Oh, that might have overwrit. Well, this is where I'm going to end things off now that all that's out of the way. I hope you have a great rest of your day.